All right, we're back here at Go Hills TV, powered by JBS, and this is your post-match interview. And I got Cole Spree right here to the right of me. Coach Spree, first duel of the 2024-25 season. Won every match but one. Got to be honest. I mean, I think Isaiah Gibbs is probably still wondering what happened there.
I'll tell you what happened. He let a kid up. He got comfortable. He got complacent. He let a kid up. He thought it was going to be an easy opponent. And then, bam. You just don't do that. Like, you treat every match like it's a high-level match, and we put an emphasis on top. And he knows how I feel about what he did out there. He did it to himself. You got to be prepared at all times. So, and that's going to hurt him a lot. If he wants to go to the national tournament, do those types of things, a kid like that's probably not a seedable kid, and is the type of kid that'll hold you from being seeded. So,
well, we'll just put it this way, put a positive outlook on it. It's first match of the year. We get it. Understand. But I can sometimes, I've been around you long enough, I can feel the frustration over here on the end. It'd be just like maybe another example, Yavion Freeman maybe not wrestling until the end of the match.
Zero attacks in the first period, and we got called for stalling.
So I'm sure even though the score looks like a dominant score, 41-6, you're probably going to go back and tell the guys, hey, we got a lot of things to work on. We got to work on finishes. We got to work on our explosiveness. I was the same way. I think during our dual meet the other night, Friday night, I told Isaiah Gibbs, man, I said, I just need you to open up sooner. You got to open up sooner. The capabilities are there. It's just sometimes the mentality's not there.
Yep. No, I mean, he knows what's successful for him. He doesn't do the best job of always buying into it. And so he's got to just go back, reflect, and make some adjustments. He'll be back on the mat. I think there's some people that are hungry for his position. Him and Tiandre had a pretty good match the other day, so we'll get them out there on Saturday and see how things go.
So as you talk about that, hey, guys hungry for the position. Talk about your depth. What's in the room? Because I talked about a lot of the things that are going to make Indian Hill successful this year is going to be what happens in that room with kids that you may never not hear of. You may never not get to see them wrestle a varsity match, but it's what they do in that room that's going to make this team going to be successful.
Absolutely.
And I think you're about the best you've ever been up to this point.
Yeah, we've got a lot of depth, and we're going to have a lot of depth once people get healthy and get back in the lineup. So, no, it's exciting. And that's the card that's going to get played. At the end of the day, somebody's going to be hungry, and just a little bit more hungry than the next person, and they're going to take the spot. And so we just got to figure out who that individual is right now. And there's probably 5-6 weight classes that you just can't have a night that you're just complacent because somebody's just sitting there chomping at the bit waiting to get their opportunity. So some of these guys are – in the end, all it's going to do is –
make you better.
Make us better.
It's going to make you better.
It's going to make us better, and it's going to make us build. And so,
use that keyword hungry. It's like, if you're cutting weight, they're all hungry for one, but for the most part, every time you went out and competed on the mat, if you wasn't hungry, you wasn't going to get it.
Yes.
I mean, that's really what it boils down to.
Yep.
And so I think physically and athletically, very, very talented team.
Yeah.
But we have to get there mentally, and we have to be mentally tough.
I'd say that was the biggest thing. You saw people shaking their heads in the middle of the match. And
looking at the clock.
Not finishing major decisions. Like, I love Jaquan East, but he wants to talk about Division I schools. We got to wrestle better than that. We got to wrestle better than that. We want Division I's after us.
We got to keep wrestling on the edge of the mat.
We got to get majors. And, Bryce Coleman, for 6 minutes, wrestled an awesome match, and then had an opportunity to go get a tech fall and almost gave up the major. And so it's just things like that. Like, we believe that we've got a team that can compete for a trophy. And that's when we went on intermission. I said, guys, you talk about a trophy. What does it take to get a trophy? Well, you got to have a lot of placers and you got to have a lot of bonus points. And we weren't doing a very good job doing the bonus point thing. So and it's just something. It's the first duel of the year.
Yep.
We'll make a lot of adjustments and we'll get better. And I can tell you right now, we're going to get a lot better at riding the next 3 days. So.
Well, I know your next event is November 2nd, Luther Hill Open. And then we are back here at Centerville campus November 15th against North Idaho. Yeah. So best of luck to you between now and the 15th when we'll see you again here. And just keep building that program. Keep them hungry and keep getting them better.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it, Coach Spree.
Thanks.